YouTube, you know it is. Make this video quick as possible because I'm legit cooking, and I'm just getting right into this box because I literally been sitting in this box for 3 days, and when you see what's in it, you won't understand why it's been opened. But I want to cut it on film. For once in Snkr life, I got early access. The crazy thing is I haven't been using the app for damn near this whole year. I really ain't been paying attention to releases. I'm not really in like I told y'all before, my cutoff point was $200, and not just Jordans, sneakers in general are retailing at a minimum of 200 plus, and I just can't do it. And to be honest, I'm about to go to work today, and to be honest, I looked at a lot of the shoes I bought. It's all shoes I want, but I could have waited. Even though I got them under retail, I still could have waited even longer to get them. Now that I'm thinking about it, so I may end up selling every shoe I got. As long as I get what I paid for or close to it, I'm fine. I'm not looking to like resell and like I'm trying to make extra money. I'm just trying to get back what I made because it don't make sense. It make more sense for me to wait down the line. I can get these shoes. None of them are Jordans really, so I don't have to worry about the price. The price is gonna drop below. So let's just get into it. I have more shoes. Maybe I'll do another video. I don't know when, of all the shoes I've collected that I got over my vacation, and I have one more coming. That's the only reason why I'm going. But this shoe, I need to get into it now because now I'm telling me to sell this. Oh, this is nice in person. This is the shoe we're talking about this entire year. It's the release for the year, which I don't know why. But looking at this box, I'm pretty sure you know what it is. Yes, it is the Air Jordan 1 Reimagined, Lost and Found, Chicago, whatever you want to call them. Oh wow, these are real stickers. Well, it's one sticker, but that's crazy. I thought it was like, in the box. But what I don't understand is why they just didn't make the 85 cut. Like that's what everybody. I don't care, but that's what everybody wants. Everybody is more so they want the 85 cut of all the OG colorways. They've been making 85 cuts of colorways that never existed, or that was like PE colorways. Just give. You already overcharging. Like I remember when ones were $85, 110, 120. We're all the way at 185, and probably by next year they'll be 190. Let's give the people what they want. You already overcharging. Yeah. Box. We'll get into the story after this. Paper, which is, I think at this point I'm over it. Like the story is dope, and the packaging, I love packaging. Everybody knows that. As you can see, I don't have the drop front boxes, but at this point I don't need the packaging no more. I got 2 pairs of these. I have the Spider-Mans and I have the custom I did. I don't need no more pairs. This is just like, honestly, it's just because it's an actual Chicago release, like pure. It's not no gimmicks. It's not, oh well, it's the Spider-Man version, or it's just a Chicago. But I really don't need it. But I haven't seen these in person yet, so maybe I'll change my mind when I actually see them. Regular white paper. Yeah, I think everybody done. I don't know why I'm doing this. It's just because I didn't see it. I don't know. Whew. These do look good. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really don't like how the extra laces are coming. I guess it's like that because, it's supposed to be a lost and found shoe. The story is supposedly, I don't know if it's a true story, but it's based off of like somebody found a pair of these from 1985 this year or the year before, 20, 40 years later, in a warehouse in the back, and basically the box been sitting there for so long that it's starting to wear out, which really does happen. And they couldn't find the actual lid, so they just put a random Nike lid. That's why it's not the same color. And this is oh my god, you actually can feel it. I didn't know you could feel it. This is based upon all the 85s. They are like, most of them, this is cracking. Even the DS pairs, because whatever paint or leather they used back in the day, then they put this little, I don't know what it's called, to make it age. That happens if you don't wear the shoe. You don't. This is basically all based on if you don't clean the shoe. There's a new fad going on with the new generation. They love vintage, and they love vintage in a sense like, it's like, this is not white. This is cream or off white. That color that white turns when it's been sitting for years and years. You don't clean it, and the air hits it and oxidizes it and all that. And they said, I have no cracked leather. They said it was cracked leather on the toe, but I don't see it. Y'all tell me. Maybe I'm colorblind. You know I wear glasses. Do y'all see any cracking? This one I don't see no cracking at all. The white leather is supposed to be cracked. I see a little cracking on the mid panel, but for the most part, the toe it ain't. And if I ain't gonna lie to you, the red all feels normal, what I'm used to, but the white and this black on the back, they really feel like an old shoe that's falling apart. The tongue is the most aged part I see. Let me get it out. It's like just that coffee color, because you know people have been taking their sneakers and dipping them in coffee to give them that old vintage look. I don't know. Listen, I've learned a long time ago, these newer generation kids, these new millenniums are way different than when I was coming up. Yeah, everything on these shoes are just like, it's not going to be exactly the same. It just kills me like how off it is. If you look at this bottom, that Asian process they put on here is like heavy. You look at this one, you can barely see it compared to the other one. So for the most part, I mean, they're cool. But again, I'm not into the vintage look. So technically speaking, I don't need these. So these are good as sold. I'm just going to stick to my customs because they look just as good. Only thing I can see different right now, I'm probably later, I don't know if I'm doing it on a video, but I'll probably later on look at that one compared to this one. I know the Spider-Man's completely different, but I think the shape may be a little bit different, but it's not compared to the 85. Everybody wants the 85. I don't care. Y'all have to understand something. I'm at the age, I'm 36. I'm 4 years from 40. I'm not competing with no kids no more. As long as I get the shoes that I love and I want and need before I leave this earth, I'm fine. Like, and at this point, it doesn't matter the condition. It don't matter the status of it. As long as I have it, I don't care. I'm not showing off nobody. I just want to enjoy shoes at this point. I just do these, again, I do these videos for me. I don't do these videos for nobody else. I used to do it for other people, but I do it for me in the sense like when I'm bored, because I live on YouTube. I'm watching YouTube right now. A lot of times I go back and watch my old videos because it's, again, like I said, it's a video memory book. Like, people have photo albums from like their weddings and events and stuff happened when you were younger, and you go back and look at them pictures and the memories come back. So for me, with these videos, all the memories come back. Maybe it was last week, week before, I went back and watched the first video I ever posted. It was y'all didn't see it, it's a private video. It's literally a video of my daughter in the car. She was only like 3. And I'm glad I actually saved those videos because all those videos from an old phone I do not no longer have. So if I didn't put it on YouTube, I wouldn't be able to see that video anymore. So even with the sneaker thing and everything else I do, if I post it, I have a vision of watching it 10 years from now. And it's funny to go back and watch the first sneaker video I did when I did the camp out for Cool Grays in 2010, which is 12 years ago now, which is crazy. It's crazy to look at. And my nephew always goes back to look at the video I did with him when he did his collection. He was only like 12 at the time. That boy's 22 now. Like, even my brother, everybody that been in these videos, they all go look back. It's like a video memory. They can't believe, like, some was small, some was bigger. Like, oh my God, I look completely different. What the hell was I wearing? So that's what this is all to me. So that's why I feel completely different when it comes to sneakers now. I still love them, but it's no longer the same. But these are cool. And I advise everybody who really wants these to get them now. Because the market is right now. Because people, I don't know if they don't want to talk about it or they just don't know to talk about it. Everybody thinks the market is down now because it's saturated and that everybody, money is low because people not getting free money no more from the PPP loans and the stimulus and all that stuff. Yes, that all plays a part, but I feel as though the biggest reason why, do you see how much shoes retail for now? When's the last time you see a shoe retail for $150? Hell, Air Force Ones retail for $110 now. Some Air Force Ones retail for $150. Air Force Ones used to retail for $85, $75. They only went up because they came in demand. And last year, it was like a explosion when it came to Air Force Ones white on whites. Everybody wanted Air Force One white. It was so hard to get them. I had to connect, and still was hard to get them. I had to get them every time he would call me, and I can't wait. Because if I wait a week later, they're sold out. people were just buying them up and actually reselling them and making money. And Nike got a hold of it and found out about it. They limit how many pairs you could get, and then they boost the retail up. At one point, they boosted up to like either $95 or $100. Next time I look, it's $110. And that was the other video I think I wanted to do, because I have a lot of pair of white Air Force Ones, because I don't have no intentions on buying them no time soon. I got almost 10 pairs, so, and half of them are the ones you would usually get from a store, and then the other half is like they made this special edition one, but I think I'm gonna wait for the other pair to come, because it's the same thing but just different color. Or I may wait for it because I made a custom one. Whew. I had seen a picture of the Canary, LV, Off-White, Louis Vuitton Air Force Ones, and fell in love. So I made a pair, because ain't no way in hell I'm paying for what they want for LV Air Force Ones, and let alone those offensive friends and families. But let me stop, because my food's gonna burn soon. Oh yeah, last little thing. I feel it. Do they have it? Wow, they don't have it. Am I tripping? Yeah, this one different. Usually they will put the the size tag like on the actually on the shoe. They have an actual size tag on this one. So I guess it's something y'all can look forward to. Like, oh, if these are real or fake. These came straight from Snkr app. I got exclusive access for once when I was not using the app anymore. But it comes with an actual size tag. It doesn't come with it printed on the shoe. Cream laces, black laces. That's the gist of it. But I'm done now. Go back to cooking. Catch you on the next one.